What up, ladies
Hoppa!
and gentlemen? We are here. It is time. It is Tuesday. We've been waiting all week to do this. If you missed the D&D that we did on Friday, that's your fault, but we are here. You are now experiencing distance nerding. Ladies and gentlemen, I am young Phil. That handsome man next to me right there is the Jamez 5000, him and his perfect hair under the hat and all.
And we're here to nerd
together.
Nailed it for the 260th time. Oh my gosh. Talking about anything pop culture, news, movies, food, music, wrestling, comics, Comic-Cons, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching on the YouTubes like most of you are right now, hit that subscribe button. It really does help us out. Listen on any app. Listen to all on your favorite podcast apps and everything like that. Leave us a review. Remember, 5 stars helps us so much, guys. You can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, wherever social media exists. We are there as Distance Nerding. Whew! All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna jump right into the meat and the fun of the show. It is just me and Jamez tonight. This week on deck. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm skipping things. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned into the worst kept secret on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching Distance Nerding. What reminded me is I was going to put graphics on the screen, and I realized there's no graphics on the screen. I've got to do the intro.
I should put graphics on the screen. Wait, there's no graphics on the screen.
I was getting ready to just jump right into On Deck, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There are no graphics on the screen. So for those of you who are listening, you're just like, idiot. But
Don't
those
worry.
of you who are watching, you guys are all like, idiot. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this week on deck. Actually, Jamez, you wanna tell your little story there?
Oh, this week on deck, Star Trek goodbyes, Pratt bombs, and Oscar season is here. I know Say Wong has a lot to say about the Oscar nominations already. Or the snubs, I should say.
He's already in the chat. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Straight from J. Jonah, watching the Watchtower, one shots. We've got some news and ending it with the trend up. We're going to be talking about the Oscars tonight. So let's jump right into it. James, let everybody know why we're here. Who's putting us out in the world, man.
Today's episode is brought to you by Colossus Girl Entertainment. Fan-focused Comic-Cons across the West Coast, including Beaver State Comic-Con, Metal Arc, Anna Medford, Tri-Cities Powerhouse, Silver Age Comic-Con, and of course, Gem State Comic-Con. From comics and cosplay to celebrity guests and artists, they bring the fandom together. Visit Colossus Girl ENT and plan your next Comic-Con.
That's right. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right into the news here. We have made it to that first part of the show. It's time for the download. Let's do this. All right. Well, fun, ready to go here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming in hot with all the Marvel news. It's time straight from J. Jonah. All the fun things from J. Jonah Jameson. So let's do this, guys. Some exciting Deadpool rumors. I know I'm excited about this. Industry scooper Daniel Reichman has reported that Marvel Studios is moving forward with X-Force. This is presumably the same project that Ryan Reynolds is working on, that he's been working on. It's been reported that a new MCU will be created in the wake of Avengers Secret Wars, serving as a soft reboot for the franchise. It's possible that the multiverse will still exist and that X-Force would play out in a parallel reality. So, I mean, I guess the idea is it's positioning that Deadpool is as a supporting player in the film, separate from Jake Schreier's oncoming X-Men reboot. So it's going to be living in the same universe, but something separate.
I mean, that would kind of make sense for Deadpool, right? To find a way to like do his own thing and be comedic without having the baggage of X-Men, MCU, drama stuff happening in like 616. So finding a way to leave him in his own universe but continue stories would be kind of smart.
Right. I love the idea. I know that Ryan Reynolds has been working on a script for the fourth Deadpool movie,
Hmm.
and the idea of it being somewhere in the MCU, but being something that's still separate, and him being in his own universe because he's like, oh well, I'm Marvel Jesus, but I also have my own universe to save, something like that along
Yeah.
those lines. Um, so as of right now, and I don't know if this is a scoop, but it's appearing that the Deadpool movie is Ryan Reynolds' top priority once he wraps his Marvel Cinematic Universe return in Avengers Doomsday. What's crazy is and this is what the article was saying is that it's him working on this after Doomsday. What's crazy is he's already said he's not in Doomsday, so they may have like accidentally scooped out that Deadpool is going to be in Doomsday as much as
I
he
was
says he's
thinking
not.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't been announced, but he also hasn't been, I don't know, not announced.
Well,
So
he said himself, he keeps saying that Deadpool's not going to be in Doomsday, and I mean that's not to say he won't be in Secret Wars, but I mean at the same
that's a
time
good
he's
point.
been saying he's not going to be in these films.
Hmm.
That's just like every other actor that's been saying I'm not going to be in such and such, right? So I mean, like, it may just be him playing coy. I don't think Disney is going to leave that money on the table given how successful Deadpool and Wolverine were.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So of course, Avengers Doomsday hitting theaters December 18th. Hopefully we get some more Deadpool in the mix.
Oh yeah, we definitely are.
All right. So I'm gonna move on here. And again, I'm very excited about this. I can't think of anybody better than what I'm about to say right here. From Green Lantern to Black Panther. Oh, the man with the beautiful eyes. One intriguing rumor claims that new DC star Aaron Pierre, who is going to be playing Jon Stewart in the DC series Lanterns, is being molded to play the next Black Panther. Insider Daniel Reichman has reported that Marvel Studios has met with the actor, including who's been in Rebel Ridge. He's on set to star in Lanterns. Aaron Pierre, he's going to be. They're looking at him to play the new Black Panther in Avengers: Secret War. My stance on Aaron Pierre and his absolutely fucking dreamy eyes, right? The plan is to introduce the new Black Panther in the 2027 movie, suggesting that the Russos have moved from T'Challa's return from Doomsday to Secret Wars. Again,
I
what are your thoughts on the potential of Aaron Pierre taking over as T'Challa?
I loved Rebel Ridge.
Oh, so good.
I'm so excited for Green Lantern or Lanterns.
Lanterns,
I
yeah.
didn't even know you could do this. I figured, okay, he's a DC guy now. He's going to be Jon Stewart. But having him play Black Panther wasn't even on like my bingo card, so to speak. So knowing that this is a possibility, I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. It's Aaron Pierre, like I said, is a really good actor. I'm sure he could pull off an Africanese accent because that's the accent that they do for or Afrikaans. Uh, I'm sure he can pull that off. Now, what they're saying right now is, given that the Secret Wars movie is supposed to be in Battle World, it's a perfect opportunity to try and age up Toussaint. So he's going to end up being T'Challa Jr., who we met in Wakanda at the end of Wakanda Forever. I mean, this would be a good way to age him up and say, okay, this is Toussaint in another universe, and he's up again. My whole big thing is I'm still waiting to see Malice show up.
Hmm.
Uh, for those who don't know, Malice is a major character in the Black Panther world. Malice is what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name right now?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. It basically it's Toussaint's mom.
Yeah, it's Lupita Nyong'o's character.
Yeah.
And she there's a fall from grace. I want it to be something that's more nuanced than what it was in the comics.
Mhm.
She's just like a scorned lover in the comics, but it's like, like make it something where she is almost how in the first Black Panther movie, she is forced to kind of go the wrong direction and probably in favor of her son's life,
Right.
and she becomes Malice and she becomes a villain. So I mean, I want to see that because Malice is such a good character. Just her origins are kind of weak, and
Yeah.
I'd like them to upgrade those origins.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, this could easily be a Black Panther from another universe. You
Right.
know, they've already set the precedent where we can have different actors playing the same character, from different universes, so we can easily find a way to bring him in, or even just tell stories
Right.
from another universe.
Right. And I guess what they're afraid of, what people are afraid of, is that people will be offended that you're replacing Chadwick Boseman. But I mean, again, we mentioned this when rest in peace when Chadwick passed. That Chadwick Boseman was a consummate actor. He would have wanted somebody to replace that character.
Yeah. If you can get like Ryan Coogler to sign off on this and
Yeah.
make it happen, I think that'll smooth over everything.
Right. Right. Now, of course, like we mentioned, and this may be a good opportunity, is after Secret Wars, the MCU is going to be getting rebooted anyways, right? So I
Yeah.
mean, like, if we're going that direction and we're rebooting, maybe we get a new take on older T'Challa, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Toussaint. It can be regular T'Challa, just from another universe in the
Yeah.
consolidation after Battle World.
Regular to T'Challa from another universe, but with a green ring on his hand.
I
Just
know,
saying.
right?
Throwing it out there.
Right, right, and on top of that, that gives us an opportunity to get some of those stories between him and Storm, which again we're all waiting on. So, I'm all for it. Aaron Pierre is a great actor. I would love to see his take on T'Challa, and whether he brings his A game and can. I wouldn't want him to outdo Chadwick Boseman, but he can bring something to the role that's new and at the same time gives a lot of respect to Chadwick's portrayal of the character.
100%.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next story here. The series Without Fear is back. Marvel Television has officially kicked off the next chapter of Hell's Kitchen with the first trailer for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. The trailer also features the return of Jessica Jones, and interestingly, Foggy Nelson shows up. I I was so excited. The morning, what was it, yesterday morning when this trailer came out?
I
I
think it
put
was
it in our
yesterday.
yeah, I put it in our group chat, and I was like, "Did you guys all see Foggy in the trailer? Foggy's in the trailer."
It's got to be a flashback.
I mean, it's probably going to be a flashback, sadly. But again, in the comic books, in the storyline that they're following right now, Foggy fakes his death.
Yeah, but it's hard to fake that death.
I don't know. I mean, and you could do it if you hire Bullseye to do something. Remember, that dude is pinpoint. He could easily have hit Foggy with something that knocked him out, and or like hit him with like a dart that had like an agent that slowed his heart down.
I mean, it's comic books, right? There's
Yeah.
always a chance somebody can come back to life.
Yeah, because the thing is that's something in the comics that has fooled Matt before.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, how do you fool Daredevil with all his enhanced senses?
Yeah, it's something in the comics that they've done. They've in order to fake someone's death, they like slowed the heartbeat down to nothing, and Matt thinks they're dead. But the heartbeat is just so slow that it's not that he's not picking up on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I want to say that's how they faked Foggy's death in the comics.
Yeah, I did enjoy this trailer. It looked trippy with the whole like mask flashing,
Yeah,
of like Mayor Kingpin, that sort of thing. It was really odd to
yeah.
see that. I wasn't expecting it, and then even Daredevil's smile. I'm like, is that part of like the flashing mask thing? It was like a Max Headroom thing. I didn't get it. I didn't get what was happening. I was like, what is
Max Max Headroom. The majority of our audience is going to understand that, but if you don't, look up shit from the '80s, kids.
Yeah, exactly. And
Oh,
Pepsi. You might look up Pepsi. I don't know.
I know, right? Matt in the chat, Matt Aguilar in the chat. As someone who really is over that character in the series, I kind of hope it's a flashback and not a fake out. I hear you, man. The whole thing is, I Foggy is such a pivotal character to Matt, and they're passing that off in other ways. I mean, again, I wouldn't be upset if it was a flashback. But if it is Foggy coming back, because remember, Foggy switched sides and worked for the Kingpin after that. And it was kind of like a big deal because Foggy completely betrayed Matt, and it was such a problem. Um, so I mean, again, you kind of do that heel turn. right? And for all of our wrestling fans out there, you do that heel turn, and we get Foggy kind of like breaking his heart. You know what I mean?
I think they'd have to do a lot of work to get it to get it where Foggy comes back, you know. But honestly, if you think about it, like, you know, we have Foggy, and then we have what's her name, Karen,
Karen, yeah,
and
Karen
Jessica's
Page.
coming back, and then potential other, you know, defenders coming back. There, honestly, there might not be a lot of room for Foggy in this show moving forward.
Well, again, so Foggy, if he goes to the other side and he's working for the Kingpin, that adds a lot more kind of like pathos and nuance to the motivations, and that would set Matt over the edge, right? Like that's one of those things where Matt has this mission where he's, you know, gathering an army to fight Kingpin, and then you find out Foggy's working for the Kingpin. That would destabilize Matt,
Yeah.
right? And that would be one of those things where, oh, I have this mission, I know what I'm doing, and then Foggy's back in the picture and Foggy's working for the Kingpin. That would, like, again, that adds kind of a level of nuance to Daredevil's character. Like, now he's conflicted, right? And that's always something good in a lot of television writing. I also want Mike Coulter to come back. Mike Coulter said he's not coming back to the show, or that he hadn't gotten a call when we saw him at LA Comic-Con. But again, could have been a swerve.
I think Andrew Garfield has set the precedent where you're allowed to lie to the media
Yeah,
straight up and you won't get in trouble. Like, as long as you don't do anything to make Kevin Feige upset, you can do whatever you want. Like,
right.
and that's how it goes. But
Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm very excited for everything that's coming back in this. And again, I think the only reason Jessica's in the trailer is because it was everybody knew that Jessica Jones was coming back. We saw all the pictures, so it's kind of like, okay, well, we're not going to hide this. We're not going to make it like something, but we can hide the rest of the Defenders because
Yeah.
nobody's seen them on set yet.
you know what is coming back is a synopsis for this show.
That's
Because
right.
here's the official synopsis without fear. Synopsis.
Here's the official synopsis without fear. Synopsis. Across 8 gripping episodes, survival, resistance, and redemption collide as the battle for the soul of New York begins. In season 2, Mayor Wilson Fisk crushes New York City underfoot as he hunts down public enemy number 1, the Hell's Kitchen vigilante known as Daredevil. The series is confirmed to return to Disney Plus on March 24th. Dude, it's not that far away.
It's not.
It is
It's
not
not
at all that far away.
And honestly, there's going to be a lot of shows coming out between now and then where the time's going to fly by.
Absolutely. It is. Have you started watching Wonder Man yet?
No, it just dropped today, man.
I don't know if you've seen it already, because a lot of times you see it before I do. I'm excited to go watch it. I'm behind on a lot of shows right now. I haven't watched Percy Jackson. I haven't watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I haven't watched. There's another show that I know I'm supposed to be watching that I haven't watched yet. Wonder Man comes out today. Got so much stuff.
Free Bert also came out on Netflix. It's Bert Kreischer's.
Oh, Bert Kreischer's show. Yeah,
it's only 6 episodes, and they're like sitcom half hour. So you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
I mean, I got to check that out too. But I mean, like, there's so much I'm behind on, and I've got to like catch up to these shows. I'm hearing like Night of the Seven Kingdoms is absolutely amazing. So definitely need to get on that. Anyways, before I go off on a tangent, let's which I already did. Let's move on to the next story here. My spidey sense is tingling, but not in a good way. A new report suggests that Spider-Man Brand New Day could feature a character's death that's even bigger than and far more shocking than anyone expected. The upcoming sequel is shaping up to be a major crossover event. Tom Holland is back once again as Peter Parker, marking his 7th appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's joined by Mark Ruffalo, returning for his 11th turn as Bruce Banner. Scooper Alex Perez of Cosmic Circus responded on X to a fan wondering whether Disney could kill off Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Avengers Doomsday due to Sony's ownership of the character. Perez dropped a dropping tease. It's just for everybody to know what that tweet was. He goes, "They've killed Tom Holland twice. he quickly followed up with a correction, adding, I mean, once.
I think he's baiting and switching. Honestly, you don't really get that from Scoopers, but I mean, there's rumors that, Tobey Maguire, and the rumor is that the Tobey Maguire universe
Mm-hmm.
opens up Doomsday fighting the X-Men universe.
Right.
And so everybody was thinking that Tobey Maguire is going to lose. But we shall see how that goes. But killing off Tom Holland's Spider-Man, that's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it could be, it could also be that Tom Holland wants to pursue other projects, and he's like, "Hey, this is a way to get me out of here, and you guys can
Yes.
recast Spider-Man."
Yes.
Right? Now
He's like, I'm making Odyssey money now. I'm making Christopher Nolan money now. I'm ready to put this spandex away. I'm ready to move on. So
yeah.
you never know.
And the thing is that I wouldn't be against if they brought Tobey Maguire back as an older Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Like Peter Parker as a college professor, like older Peter Parker, where he's mentoring Miles Morales, and Miles Morales is our Spider-Man going forward.
Yes, exactly. This
Yeah.
would leave room for a Miles Morales
Right. Like,
to
I
swing into the scene.
right, because as of right now, Tom Holland's Peter Parker would be around the same age that we would expect, at least character-wise, that we'd expect Miles Morales to be. And I like the idea of, okay, since we're doing this shakeup, if Tom Holland is like, I'm trying to get out of all of this, and he's bowing out, well, okay, now we have, I guarantee you, Secret Wars, we're getting Miles Morales, whether we know it or not.
Yeah.
And Miles Morales comes in, and you have Tobey Maguire as a redeemed Spider-Man within this universe, coming in and being that, almost that Peter B. Parker character, but not like more the Peter Parker in the comics where he's a college professor, he's married to Mary Jane
More of a
Watson,
mentor.
right? And he's Miles's mentor. So like I think that would be good, because that also puts Toby back into these movies, but also in a way where he's not doing all the action. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And if you think about it, Tom Holland, he's been in this will be 4 Spider-Mans, Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War. That's like 7 Doomsday, now potentially, 8 movies.
Right.
That's a lot of Spider-Manning.
It absolutely is. And again, I think that it's a good idea. I think it is a good idea. If you're going to move in that direction and you want to focus on Miles Morales, if we kill off Tom Holland, and again, that's because he wants to, he's a young dude. He wants to start getting into more stuff than just Spider-Man and be known for more than just Spider-Man. Even though he's killed Spider-Man like in the best possible way.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think Tobey Maguire would be a good way to bring in a fan favorite character, and have him be that mentor character in the universe. Again, him married to Mary Jane Watson, and that also brings in their daughter.
Yeah, interesting. All right.
Right. So again, there's a lot that you can do with this. Personally, I'm hoping to see Miguel O'Hara on screen, because as much as I love Miles Morales, he's my Spider-Man. Miguel O'Hara was a dude I read in the 90s, and I absolutely love how unhinged and badass he is. So
yeah, I got it. Right? Stranger Things is over. We know Sadie Sink is going to be in this movie. Maybe we go get Caleb McLaughlin, who played Lucas on Stranger Things.
He's been saying he wants to play Miles Morales too.
Then have him play Miles Morales. How great would that be?
I want to hear him speak Spanish with a perfect Puerto Rican accent.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And then on top of that, if Sadie Sink ends up being Mayday Parker, that'd be amazing.
Just throwing it out there. Do what you want, Feige.
Yeah. Like I said, this would be a perfect opportunity to bring in Mayday Parker. So, all right. Well, the question in all of this, before we jump into the next segment, is this the end of Peter Parker's era as Spider-Man? We only have time to tell. Yeah. And hopefully we'll know more by the end of the year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Straight from J. Jonah. We've got one story on the DC side, so let's jump into that. It's time for watching the Watchtower.
Flipping universes. I like it.
Flipping the universes. Talking about flipping. Whew, so excited for this. James Gunn gives DC fans exactly what they've been asking for. The new Supergirl TV spot is here, and tucked inside of it is our best look yet at Lobo. What remains a mystery is how big Lobo's role actually is. Is he just crashing the party for one movie, or is he the star of something so much bigger? I don't know if you saw Jason Momoa on and his announcement on Instagram.
Didn't he just say like finally? Like finally.
He says finally, but it's him slowly walking into the light, and you get a full picture of what the way he looks, and then it ends with him riding the bike.
Oh, nice.
Right. And I was like, oh, dude, that's so dope. That's such a good way to, like, we got the tease in that first trailer, right? And it was like a 2-second tease, but then like him putting on his Instagram, a full lookup of Lobo, and then him riding the bike. The picture on the screen right now is actually him getting ready to ride away on the bike.
Yeah, I think the person most excited for this is Jason Momoa.
He has to be.
Yeah, I think he is super excited to be playing Lobo. Now, the question was like, is he going to be a bigger part of the DCU, or if he's just going to be in Supergirl? I don't think you get Jason Momoa back and make such a big deal just to have it like a one and done.
Right.
I think there's going to be something coming down the pipe, but I don't think it's right away. I think they're going to introduce him as Lobo, have fun with it, and then maybe in a couple years he's going to reappear somewhere. I don't know where, but
I agree. Lobo is too big of a character for him to just be a one and done anyways. He's a major foil for Superman. He also is an ally to Superman down the road. The dude is he's also somebody who could cause havoc with the Green Lanterns. So
yeah,
because there actually is a whole storyline about Lobo fighting the Manhunters.
Oh,
right.
Like back in the day.
Yeah, and I've talked about, because the Manhunters reappear and they start fighting the Green Lanterns and everything like that. So I mean, they kind of do the same thing there. Also, there's the entire New 52 storyline about Deathstroke versus Lobo, which was a really good storyline.
Okay, now we gotta find a Deathstroke. Great.
Yeah, I keep saying it needs to be the same guy. He was so perfect for like the 2 scenes that he had.
Manganiello?
Joe Manganiello. Like Joe Manganiello needs to get that second shot as Deathstroke, because you look at him under the mask with the hair and the eye patch, and he 100% looks exactly like the comics. The guy he is so perfectly cast. And then the one scene that he has in Batman, or not Batman v Superman, in Justice League, when they do the future everything.
Yeah.
So when you get the Snyder cut version of that, you have full scenes with him and the Joker, and he is so, like, he's Deathstroke. He has the same level of arrogance. He has the same level of calculation. He's kind of an asshole, but that's who you want him to be.
Yeah. And he's not with Sofia Vergara anymore. He played too much D&D and Sofia dumped him. So
he still plays D&D. So do not hate on D&D.
He needs something.
I'm just throwing it out there. Joe Manganiello, we do a monthly D&D game on stream. Dude, come play D&D with us. I'm 100%. Come play D&D with us.
You go.
I would love to get like a DM from Joe Manganiello that says, "Hey man, I heard you call me out. I'm down to go play some D&D." Like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go.
What if he's really bad? Wouldn't that be crazy? You're like, ugh. Why'd you do that?
Dude, have you never seen one of those streams? He's amazing at D&D.
Just be funny. Just be funny.
Matt in the chat said, "Don't throw shade to D&D." No, dude, we're playing a campaign. If you missed it on Friday, we started a new campaign for D&D on Friday on live stream, and it was absolutely hilarious. I pissed off Shadu so much.
JR, who's also in the chat, was part of the the campaign. He didn't
Right.
do well, but he was in the campaign.
Oh my God, no! And I have to bring this up, and this is before we move into the next segment here. But just the funniest thing that I did, he DM'd a Hero Quest game that I got to play in, and he was awesome. Oh man, that's so cool. You've interviewed Manganiello too, right? I'm pretty sure Matt interviewed Joe Manganiello in the past. But no, so we started it off. We the first thing that we rolled dice on was so we're all tied up to these trees. Like we woke up and these goblins have us like tied to the trees. And the first thing I roll, I look over at JR, who's a tiefling, and I go, "Tiefling, my ass itches. Scratch my ass." And I had to roll for whether he could scratch my ass or not. And it pissed off Shadu so much. Because he was like, "That's not going to be the first thing we roll dice on." And I was like, "Yes, it is. Tiefling, scratch my ass." And it's funny because we brought that joke, like that ended up being like a callback
Running
throughout
joke.
the entire, like a running joke throughout the entire campaign. So at the end when we're riding off, we're all on our horses, we're riding off, and I'm like, "My ass still itches." And JR takes his tail and he scratches my ass from across another the other horse.
Okay, all right, that's
But it was funny, man. Like it was just because I was an orc, right? So I'm just like, "Scratch my ass."
okay. You keep talking about your orc ass. We got to
My
move on.
orc ass. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the next shout out that we've got for this show. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is brought to you by the good folks over at Dubby.
Burr, 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 burr.
That's right. W is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus concentration reaction time with no jitters or crash. Find out more about W at www.w.gg and use the code nerding10 to get 10% off your order. It was funny actually on TikTok. Somebody was talking smack to on the W account, and I got on the account and started defending W, and I was like, "Dude, we shout out W in every episode." And the guy was like, "Oh my God, that's awesome." And I was like, "Yeah, now come on the show."
Yeah.
But still, dude, W is great. By next, I mean, con season's coming up. We got 3 months before we officially start all of our cons and everything like that. I got to get some of these new flavors and make sure I have them because they have a whole bunch of collaborations with like anime now and stuff like that. So it's great.
All right. Well, let's get through the news, and then you can use code nerding10 and get yourself a discount. I like it.
Exactly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into this. It is time for all of the news with our good, handsome friend, John Mez 5000.
All right, let's bang through some of these one-shot headlines. Thanks to massive hits like Guardians of the Galaxy, Jurassic World, and the Super Mario Brothers movie, Chris Pratt has become one of the highest grossing leading actors in Hollywood. So this latest film, Mercy, will do well, right? I didn't even know he had a movie coming out.
I've been seeing trailers for it all over the place.
According to Variety, Mercy pulled in just under 11.2 million domestically in its opening weekend. Oh my gosh. It did knock off Avatar Fire and Ash out of the top spot after a 5-week reign, but the debut marks the lowest opening weekend for Pratt's career as a leading man, coming in below 14.8 million earned for Passengers back in 2016. Ooh.
This movie looks interesting. It looks kind of crazy. So like he's a cop that invented like an AI court system.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially the AI judge is essentially accuses him of killing his wife based on evidence that it has, and the whole movie is basically him trying to disprove or trying to prove that he didn't kill his wife.
This is one of those films that probably should have just went straight to streaming.
Yeah.
And gone from there. But does this say that Chris Pratt by himself as a leading man without Jurassic Park or the Marvel or Super Mario Brothers attached to the name, can he carry a movie by himself? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't do it better because it is supposed to be the whole big thing with this. It's supposed to be a commentary on AI,
Hmm.
and like overreach of like just letting AI run rampant. But I don't know. Apparently, people weren't super interested in seeing it, and also a lot of this stuff is going to be based on word of mouth. So if people aren't talking about it and saying this movie was great, then yeah, it's probably going to fall in the cracks.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Hmm.
Farewell to Captain Kirk. Chris Pine was asked about Paramount's plan to reboot Star Trek and positioned it as a fresh take meant to reinvigorate the brand, with Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly, the filmmaking duo behind Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, asked if he had any words of wisdom for the new stewards of the franchise. Pine didn't overthink it and said, "Advice: have fun, good luck, live long, and prosper." So, what this tells me is that he's done playing Kirk and he's moving on. And maybe Paramount's moving on too, I guess.
It seems like they're moving into a new direction just because they've been doing that with a lot of the shows. So I mean,
Yeah.
with all the shows. So I mean, it seems like they are probably going to try and move into a different direction. They're probably going to not deal with the Kelvin timeline anymore.
What's
Um,
what's interesting, I thought, was that they have Goldstein and Francis Daly
right,
doing it, who also did Dungeons and Dragons, which Chris Pine was in.
right. He was the bard in that movie.
But apparently Paramount is just saying, we need to move forward. We need to kind of get away from
Yeah,
Kirk and find something new to attach. But okay,
yeah.
we'll see how it
It's
goes.
sad. I liked him as Captain Kirk, but I mean, it is what it is. So
Yeah. Which is kind of funny if you think about it, because Paramount, one of their big things was like, hey, we're bringing, Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana and everybody else back to be, Star Trek again, yada, yada. And they're like, and Chris Pine and Zoe were like, nobody told us we were coming back to Star Trek. And that was like 3 or 4 years ago. And now nothing's happened. Good announcement, Paramount. Way to go.
yeah.
All right, let's keep it going. And all form the head, which always made me cringe.
So much.
The live action Voltron movie is currently in post production, and we have a fresh report on the story. The film reportedly follows a teenage boy on Earth, He Man, who is dealing with the death of his mother, He Man, only to uncover a galaxy shaking secret about who she really was. The same report claims Henry Cavill is playing the King of Altea. The film is
Oh,
currently expected to debut exclusively on Prime Video later this year.
that's interesting. If he's playing the King of Altea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he would have been something a little more prominent. But at the same time, I mean, he is kind of a prominent character, but I
You'd
thought he
think
would have
he'd
been
form the head, you know?
right. But I guess, I mean, that makes sense for him to play kind of like more of like a docile role, given that he's a producer on the movie too. So
Hmm. Gotcha. All right, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. But see, this is a
absolutely,
movie like going straight to streaming. It'll probably be strong as a streamer, but may have faltered in the box office.
yeah. I just hope it's not goofy. That's the whole
Yes.
thing is because the premise of this can be goofy. I just hope that it is a serious take on Voltron, and it's not something that is like goofy and comedic for comedic's sake. I don't want it to feel like an SNL sketch. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I totally agree. Totally agree. All right. Get ready for more extraterrestrial dimensional clowns. Oh my gosh, I don't understand. Extra dimensional clowns. According to a recent Hollywood Reporter piece, Andy Muschietti, who's currently developing The Brave and the Bold for DC, there's a telling nugget about the future of Welcome to Derry, which I heard was really good.
So good. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it, man.
I'm not a scared guy. Like, I don't like scary movies or horror, but I'm not really scared of extra dimensional clowns now. So maybe I'll watch it. As the article puts it, Muschietti finds himself a hot commodity thanks to the muscular success of Welcome to Derry, HBO's It series. Second season is now in the works, even if it has not been officially renewed. We knew it was coming, but
Yeah. I talked about this a while back when we reported on Muschietti was getting ready to start working on Brave and the Bold,
Mhm.
and that they hadn't had a script for it yet. And I was like, yeah, I mean, they're probably moving forward on season 2 of Welcome to Derry, mainly because they already have a framework for the next 2 seasons of the show. So it's like, I could see HBO going, hey, go right into season 2 of Welcome to Derry. You guys have a hit with this show, keep it going. But at the same time, I'm sure, I mean, he's probably a multitasker. I'm sure he's like, oh, well, I can get into the mindset of Batman and write Batman too. So,
yeah. Yeah. All right. Next one. Dragonfire is streaming fire. Amazon MGM Studios is developing author Elise Kova's #1 New York Times best-selling fantasy novel, Dragon Cursed, for a feature development, probably a series. The story
yeah.
is set in a fantastical world amidst the latest human stronghold against the dragons, in which every teenager must survive brutal trials meant to separate dragon hunters from the dragon cursed. There's not yet a writer or director attached to the project, but hey, more dragons.
You know who we need to ask about this? Because I'm sure both of them have read this.
Who?
Curtis Corona
Uh huh.
and Bird.
That is true.
Yeah, because I'm sure both of them have read these books. They're at least familiar with it. This is right up their alley, and we can ask like, "Hey, what do you guys think? You think this is going to be something that's big?" And they'll tell us either, "Yeah, no, it's going to be crap," or "Yeah, no, this is great. I love that book." I mean, they told us about Skull and what was it? Or what? Not Skull and Bone. Shadow and Bone,
Yeah.
and they also told us about what was it? The Skeleton Key.
Mm-hmm. That one
Something
too.
like that. Yeah, so, like, they predicted both of those shows, before they even came out, so,
Well, everybody
uh
knows like the gold mine right now is
mhm.
young adult fiction
Yeah,
that is being churned out into series, and like, oh, that's the gold mine for developing a universe or a world that we can kind of tap into for a movie or a series. Like, we'll get to a little bit more later, but I think there's one called Fourth Wing that's been really popular,
mhm.
and we'll talk more about that. Michael B. Jordan's connected to it, so.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's keep going.
All right, next one. The search for the next James Bond is heating up again. According to a recent update, one young actor is suddenly standing out from the pack. Jacob Elordi is now one of the top contenders, being seriously considered to play James Bond. Smart move. I like this. Elordi recently picked up an Oscar nomination for his role in Frankenstein, directed by Guillermo del Toro, a career milestone that could push him higher on the studio's shortlist.
Interesting, man. Jacob Elordi's kinda killing everything that he's doing right
Yeah,
now, so I can see that, especially because MGM has been on a hard search looking for the next James Bond. So, I mean, they could easily capitalize on his popularity right now. It's smart move.
totally. I totally agree. And plus, too, the Oscar nom, yeah, I think
Yeah.
Amazon, MGM are going to be like, yeah, give me that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And that just it raises the profile of the film, and I mean
Right?
they always do that with James. Like MGM's really big about making sure you have the highest profile possible for 007 movies. So,
Mm-hmm. It's like a Heisman Trophy for actors.
it kind of is.
All right, let's keep it going. Somehow, the Skywalkers have returned. What? A new Star Wars rumor is making the rounds, and it points to a familiar character stepping back into the spotlight. Daisy Ridley's Rey Skywalker will play a major part in Simon Kinberg's planned trilogy, though she won't be positioned as the main character. Instead, the focus will shift toward a new generation of characters, with Rey acting as a key figure in shaping what comes next for the galaxy.
Okay.
Interesting.
It is interesting. I'm not opposed to that. I we've been saying that we want a new trilogy something that is Jedi focused, but something that is not Skywalker. You know what I mean? Like everything always leads back to the Skywalkers. All 9 movies led back to the Skywalker family. And I mean, yeah, you'll have Rey. She's technically an adopted Skywalker at this point. Like being kind of like the Obi-Wan Kenobi in this series of movies. But being that she's not the centerpiece and we're getting a new generation of Padawans or new generation of Jedi characters or anything like that. The other thing is it would be nice if they did, like, this was a way for them to do the use on Vogue, right? Or to bring in characters from the extended universe, especially now that we have Filoni in charge. I'm sure he's been talking about how much he wants to bring a lot of those characters in.
Yeah.
This would be a great way for him to bring in the use on Vogue and have an excuse to bring those characters in.
Yeah. My only question is, will she go the hermit Luke Skywalker route and drink green milk from a space cow teat?
From Space Titty?
Oh my god. Oh, that scene.
Oh god. And he just like drinks it straight from the cow titty, man. It's so weird.
Okay. I think that was it for one shots. Let's break for some ads.
Yeah, let's do it right here.
Distance Nerding is part of the Geek Freaks Network. If you're discovering your latest binge, building Lego, debating casting choices, or still not over that plot twist, the Geek Freaks Network has got you covered. Your fandom, your community, your people. Check out the Geek Freaks Network at gfpods.com.
Be excited, kids. We're excited.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff going on.
I love being a part of the Geek Freaks Network, man. I have so many shows that I follow that are on there now. Some of my favorite shows are from the Geek Freaks Network. Outside of everything, of course, Jamez made his appearance.
I was a Disney mom.
As I was going to call you a Disney dad, but that works as a Disney mom on Disney Mom's Gone Wrong.
I was an honorary Disney mom, and I was all for it.
Yeah, that show is so good. It is so funny. It's like, that between that and then, listening
fandom portals.
I was just going to bring up fandom portals, like how both educational and how just oriented, how film oriented they are over there. Aaron and why am I forgetting his name right now? He has such a cool name.
On fandom portals?
Fandom portals. It's Aaron and
dude, they're Australian. They're cool no matter what. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it might just be cool because they're Aussie. But then again, the main Geek Freak show's always good. Just listening to everything that they have over there. I love being a part of Geek Freaks Network and expanding all of the fun stuff that's there. So you guys, check out everything on the Geek Freaks Network. Of course, keep following Distance Nerding. Tell your friends about Distance Nerding. I'll talk more about this later because we're getting close to another milestone and we got stuff to give away.
Awesome. All right, let's get into some more news.
All right.
Emmy and Golden Globe nominated actor Michael B. Jordan has added an Academy Award nomination to his resume. The actor was nominated for his dual role in the historical horror thriller Sinners, which we all loved.
Yeah.
Great movie. And he has a ton on his slate, both in front and behind the camera. So he talked to Deadline. He said, to be a part of a project that will live in cinema history right up there with the movies that have inspired me as an artist is really a surreal feeling. And it's a testament to the movie, to every piece of the puzzle that went into making this film. Oh, he's got so much going on right now. It is crazy. Let me get through a couple things, and then we can talk about the nomination in the movie. But he's got upcoming the Thomas Crown Affair that's kind of being rebooted with Adria Aroha.
Adriana Aroha from Star Wars.
Yeah, from Andor.
She's
great.
Yeah.
Who may be the next Wonder Woman? We shall see.
That would be dope. she's so ripped for that. Like that'd be so sick.
Yeah, so they got the Thomas Crown Affair. He said he's going into edits soon because he's directing the film as well.
Oh,
So
I didn't know he was directing, man.
yeah,
Because he's playing Pierce Brosnan's character, right? Yeah.
I believe so. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet because it's being made. So we'll see. And then also, we talked about this earlier. Jordan's company, Outlier Society, is producing a new television adaptation of Fourth Wing for Amazon MGM Studios, based on that, big Dragon Rider. It's all about dragons. The Dragon Rider romance YA book. I don't know.
Right.
It's all there. And then he's also working on Creed 4. So much going on. We are living in the Michael B. Jordan era.
The dude is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, just everything, every role that he plays is great. You know what? I did not realize this from Sinners until I saw somebody say something on TikTok about it. Smoke and Stack, their outfits were based on the mobs that they worked for. So, in the movie, they were talking that we come to find out that they stole a bunch of stuff from the Italian mob and from the Irish mob.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke's outfit is Italian made suit, and Stack's outfit is a traditional like a three piece that the Irish would wear.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
I
interesting.
didn't realize that until I went back and looked at the picture, and I was like, oh my god, they are.
That's pretty cool. I think
Yeah.
that. I think well-deserved nomination.
Yeah, no, it's so good, man. Just not just that, but again, everything Michael B. Jordan does. We inadvertently talked about Michael B. Jordan at the beginning of the show when we were talking about Black Panther, right? Like talking about characters that have nuance. If you go and you talk about, his character in Black Panther, he wasn't evil. He had good intentions. He just went about it the wrong way.
Yes.
And that makes for so much better of a character, and he's so good at playing those kind of characters.
Yeah. And for Sinners, he had to play the dual role, but really it was kind of a triple role.
Yeah.
Since he had to play both brothers and one brother as a vampire.
Right.
I thought that was super interesting. So I really enjoyed Sinners.
Yeah, so good, man. Again, Michael B. Jordan deserves every accolade that he's getting, and I can't wait to see everything else that he's doing.
Yep. All right, let's keep it going. Netflix loves to change the game. Platforms like Crunchyroll and High Dive stay focused almost entirely on anime. The bigger streamers clearly see the value in expanding their catalog. Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, and others have all joined the party, but Netflix just made a move that could seriously shift the landscape. Netflix officially confirmed a major partnership with Studio Mappa, one of the most influential anime studios working today. Under this new deal, Netflix will serve as the exclusive home for original Mappa-produced anime titles going forward. So,
Wow.
if you don't know Mappa, but you know anime, you may have heard of Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Attack on Titan. They did the final season. So Netflix is like, give me the big dog.
That's a big deal. So Netflix is already known for putting out a lot of original anime and getting properties and putting them out and things like that. And of course, the other thing they're known for is live adaptations of anime, some good, some bad. Obviously, everybody loves One Piece, but One Note wasn't the greatest. But I mean, Netflix has had a big focus on anime, and the fact that they're teaming up with Mappa now is monumental. It is massive.
Huge news.
Yeah.
This is such a big time Netflix move.
Right.
It's such a flex.
And especially because like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man are still ongoing.
Exactly.
Like, does that mean that they're gonna get exclusive like new seasons for Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen like before Crunchyroll gets it? Like that's awesome.
I think that's it. I think that's the move. They're like, hey, just move it over. You may have a deal right now with somebody else. We're gonna let that deal expire, and then we're gonna move it all over to Netflix. Smart move.
Yeah, it's that is a that is a genius move on their part.
Exactly. All right. One more story before we get to the Oscars.
Hopefully, I don't get too passionate about this.
Disney reminds us what's important to Disney. CEO Bob Iger saw his fiscal 2025 compensation climb to $48.8 million, a 12% increase from his $41.1 million from the year before, according to the company's annual proxy statement filed with the SEC. $48 million bonus for
He
this
doesn't need
guy.
it. He doesn't need it.
It's nuts. It's nuts. The proxy filing lays out Iger's pay in detail. His package includes a $1 million base salary. $1 million.
Bullshit.
21 million in stocks awards and 14 million in options awards and 7.25 million in non-equity incentive plans compensation, essentially a cash bonus. Oh my god. $48 million.
If he wasn't a dirtbag, he would put that back into the company and give everybody in the company a raise, but he's not going to do that.
Right? Or like, hey, let me be a producer. Let me take that money and let's go greenlight some projects, you know?
Yeah. Maybe you uphold the legacy of Walt Disney and start putting out original content, jackass.
You are unhappy.
I'm always unhappy when I hear fucking
hey,
millionaires.
He put out Elio. Don't yell at him. He made Elio happen.
No. He put out Elio and then did not do any promotion for it.
Buried it. He buried it.
He buried it. He's the reason Palpatine ended up in Star Wars. Ended up in the sequel trilogy.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Yeah. It's again, he does not make the greatest decisions when it comes to creativity. He may make good decisions when it comes to money making, right? But okay, you're making more money for Disney Corporation. How does that help everybody else? It doesn't, because then you still go and be cheap when it comes to doing films, or when it comes to like Disney Plus. They're going to be doing. They already announced they're going to be doing less big tentpole shows because they don't want to spend the money on it.
Right.
Or they're going to be cutting budgets on stuff. They already said they're cutting the budget on Ahsoka.
Yeah, and his whole thing is like get content back into movie theaters because
he thinks that's where they're going to make money. And the thing is that's not necessarily true. You know, what's going to make you guys more money as far as like people going to theaters is, again, coming up with more good original content and not just recycling the same things over and over again. Again, no hate at all on Lilo and Stitch, on Moana, on the things that they're putting out there. Again, they're working on
just think he had Zootopia 2 that did 1.7 billion. He did Avatar Fire and Ash.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's over. I don't know if it's close to $1 billion.
Made a shit ton of money, but didn't make as much as they wanted it to because it didn't outdo the first two movies. But I mean, it still made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, exactly. Lilo and Stitch did huge earlier this year.
And again, nothing against that because it was a good recreation. But the thing is that when your focus is, this should have been trend up, by the way. When your focus is profitability and not creativity, and when you are reportedly, when you hear about like what a lot of the people who work for Disney complain about, and you're not taking care of the people who make you that money. I don't want to hear that you got a 12% increase and became more of a millionaire.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit that you're a millionaire, dude. And I don't give a shit that you are making more and more and more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
and
take that money, take that extra 12%, because $41.1 million, you can live off of that, dude. And you're not going to ever have a problem with anything. You're never going to be poor. You're never going to be broke. Take that extra money and reinvest it in the company, reinvest it in the people who are making the thing for you, because you would not have any money were it not for them. I'm going to shut up now.
Instead of spending $1 billion investing in open AI and letting it take over some of your content and some of your characters, in the parks and potentially in projects.
Instead of buying another fucking house that you don't need.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
No.
can you have enough houses?
No. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Because what are you going to do with that? Or you're buying another house specifically so that the government can't steal it from you. Okay, I get you on that. That's greed. That's all that is greed.
So
And
on a brighter note, the company expects to name Iger's successor early in 2026. So he's almost done. They're like, here's your payout, and we're moving on. So we'll see what happens with Disney.
yeah, we'll see who they appoint and see if they're a greedy fuck too.
Yeah, I mean, they brought him back. They brought him back
To make money. That's the whole thing. Is they brought him back for money.
And he was the savior. He was looked at as the savior.
What kills me with all of this is, again, and this is the way I look at everything. And again, I'm already going too crazy on this. The thing that kills me is none of you are wanting for anything. Where everybody else, the people who work for you, people who work in Disney parks, can barely pay their rent.
Exactly.
And with those kind of things, when you're making more and more and more money every year, right? What you're upset about when you say, "Oh, we're not profitable." No, it's not that you're not profitable. It's that you didn't make more than you did last year.
Yeah.
And that is not the same as not being profitable. That just means you didn't make as much as you did last year. Oh, and that's a milestone? No. What it should be is, okay, here's our operating cost. Anything above that should be a reinvestment into the company. And that's how you fix the economy.
I like that.
But none of these people care. None of these people care.
Yeah.
All they care about is, I want another boat and I want more houses.
My idea for this is also like, take all that money and reinvest it by buying everybody a churro that goes to Disneyland. All right?
I would be okay with that. Churros are like fucking $10 now, man.
$48.8 million of churros. Thank you, Bob Iger.
And I say all this wearing a fucking Disney shirt.
See? You could be wearing a Distance Nerding shirt, but
I actually was gonna put one on. I was gonna put one of our shirts on, and I was like, we're gonna talk Star Wars. I'm gonna put a Star Wars shirt on. Oh yeah, no, I'm wearing fucking Disney merch right here.
Let's keep it going. Loosen it up. Let it go. Here we go. Let's get into some fun news.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our regular news. Let's jump into this last or second to last segment, because we got one at the end of the show. Let's jump into the trend up.
This is where we need a sound bite, an intro song to the trend up. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. And the winner is Nerds.
Woo!
The Oscar nominations dropped with nearly 2 months yet to go before the ceremony in March. This year's race feels wide open and unpredictable. Genre films made a serious impact this year, and it's great to see genre movies get a lot of Oscar love. Check this out. Sinners shattered the record with 16 nominations, making it the most nominated film in Oscar history.
Insane.
That's awesome. Frankenstein, directed by Guillermo del Toro, pulled in 9 nominations. That's a Netflix film, right?
Yeah, it is. And again, we want to talk genre films. Guillermo del Toro only makes genre films, and Frankenstein is a genre film. The fact that they pulled 9 nominations is absolutely amazing.
9. That's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And Netflix is so happy. Bulgonia, which is now on Peacock. So if you want to watch it,
I actually do want to watch that movie, man.
It's on Bulgonia. I watched it the other night. It's on Bulgonia. It's on Peacock. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's secured.
Emma. I want to say Emma Watson, but that's incorrect. Emma Stone. Emma Stone.
Yeah. That secured 10 nominations, including Best Picture nod. That's interesting.
Yeah, heard it's really good.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty fun. pretty fun.
Mhm.
Um, genre representation keeps going with K-pop Demon Hunters
Yes.
landing nominations for Best Animated Feature and Best Song, which
If Golden doesn't win that, that's fucking wrong. I'm
I
sorry.
know,
That is
I
the
know,
catchiest song of the year.
I know. It's got to be.
Yeah.
I'd even say Best Animated Feature, but we'll get into some of the nominations later because there's some heavy hitters
Yeah. Yeah.
coming to that. Avatar: Fire and Ash showed up with a technical category with a nomination for Best Visual Effects. That makes sense. One
Mhm.
of the biggest challenges this year is the introduction of Best Casting, a new category
Oh.
making its debut at the Oscars. It's long overdue. That'll be interesting. So it spotlights the cast as a whole. That's
The
kind of cool.
ensemble, which
Ensemble, yeah.
again, Sinners needs to be on that because the casting in that movie was flawless.
Yeah. So up for a best picture, and maybe you can pick one or two who you think will win.
Mhm.
Best picture was Bulgonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, which is that Tim Chalamet movie,
Yeah.
One Battle After Another, Leo,
Mhm.
The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Sinners.
One Battle After Another was a great movie. It did not feel like a 3-hour movie, even though it was a 3-hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
Marty Supreme was one of those sleeper films. I was not expecting it to be what it was. Hamnet, I hear nothing but good things. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like almost like Shakespeare in the Park, or what was it, like Shakespeare in Love, right?
Yeah.
It's like, Shakespeare but on the back end kind of thing. Frankenstein I still haven't watched. I've heard nothing but good things. I just need to take time to sit down and watch it. I do want to see F1. I've heard really good things about that. And again, Begonia is on my list of movies to watch too. So I mean,
Yeah.
I a lot of that is good. Like these movies on here are very well deserved. Obviously, Sinners is on there. The Secret Agent and Sentimental Value I'm unfamiliar with, and I mean those are probably more indie films because you always have some more art house films that are in Best Picture.
Yeah, that's true. So it's
Mhm.
kind of interesting. Best director, Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joaquin Thier for Sentimental Value, and then Ryan Coogler for Sinners. So same movies. I think Ryan Coogler is going to get it though.
I would go Ryan Coogler on that. A close second, Paul Thomas Anderson. Paul Thomas Anderson has a
Yeah,
style with the way he directs.
yeah,
And One Battle After Another is very much that Thomas Anderson like movie feel.
yeah.
So
Some of that was filmed here in Sacramento, right?
yeah,
The
it
One
was.
Battle After Another.
The movie is supposed to be in a fictional Northern California town that is a combination of Modesto, Eureka, and there was another town. I think Weed actually.
Mm, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
Best lead actor: Timothy Chalamet, Leo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke. Look at him coming in for Blue
For
Moon.
Blue Moon. Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, of course, for Sinners, and then Wagner Mora for The Secret Agent. So
Uh
overall, like huge names,
yeah,
huge
I
names.
I think it'll be between Timothy Chalamet and Ethan Hawke. But
Hmm.
I want Michael B. Jordan to take it.
Yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio, actually, his character in One Battle After Another was absolutely unhinged.
yeah.
And I love the character. I don't think that he's going to get best lead for that movie. Again, I think Michael B. Jordan is the one that I want to win, but the one that I think is going to win would be either Timothy Chalamet or Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I mean, has Leo won? I don't know if he's won a Best Male Actor
He
award.
won. He won one.
Yeah.
It's for the movie where he gets destroyed by a bear. Was it The
Oh yeah,
Revenant?
The Revenant. That's right.
Yeah.
That was a crazy scene. That was a
Yeah.
crazy scene. Uh, so yeah, since he's won one, I mean, it might leave a spot open for like Michael B. Jordan, somebody not newer, but definitely has a resume behind him.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Timothy Chalamet, who's up and coming, and you know, I think that would be good for cinema if somebody young like Timothy Chalamet
Yeah.
got an award like that. So we'll see. Best lead actress. This is where it gets kind of interesting because some of the movies didn't get nominated for best picture, but the you know lead actress nominations. So Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue. That's the one with her and Hugh Jackman,
Hugh Jackman.
and
They're
they're like a
they're
Neil Diamond cover band or something like
right,
that.
right. I saw those commercials, and every time I saw the commercials pop up, I was like, "What is this? Like, whose
Yeah,
story is this supposed to be?" And then
I
when I
know.
looked it up, I was like, "Wait, it's a cover band?
Yeah,
It's a true story about a cover band? The
I know.
fuck, man?"
It was interesting. I'm like, huh, that's kind of different. Where do they live? Kate Hudson, Renate Rencivi for Sentimental Value, and then Emma Stone for Bulgonia. Honestly, I think this could be Emma Stone stealing it.
I've
'Cause-
heard Emma Stone's performance in that film is absolutely haunting.
yeah,
So I'm like, I'm pulling for her. I kind of do want her to get the prize. You know what I mean?
yes. What's up? Shout out to Eric in the chat. Good old Eric.
Handsome Eric, yeah.
There's no wrestling on, so he just chimes in.
He is so excited anytime that he sees you on the show.
That's how it goes. I get excited when I see him. Okay, we're gonna keep it going. Best animated feature film, Arco, not
I don't know that one.
not Arco Arena. Elio got nominated. Interesting. K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, and Zootopia 2. I think there's clearly it's a two-horse race for this one.
So I think it might be a travesty that Nassau's not on this.
That did it come out last year?
It came out this year. It came
Yeah.
out at the beginning of this year.
2025.
Yeah.
Nassau 2, by the way.
Nassau, yeah, I mean it's a travesty that Nassau 2 is not on this.
It's the biggest animated film in the world.
In the
2.2 billion.
Right. And then on top of that, again, we were talking in the chat about this. The fact that Demon Hunters isn't on this, or not
Oh,
Demon Hunters, Demon Slayer.
Oh, Demon Slayer, yeah.
Sorry, Demon Slayer is not on this. And I understand they didn't put Demon Slayer on this because it is an extension of a TV show.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right. But at the same time, they did do new types of animation in that film. And it's like, no, it's you guys looked over a movie that probably should have gotten it. Because again, another worldwide phenomenon of a film.
Are you saying Elio doesn't deserve this type of recognition, sir?
Okay, so again, I heard nothing but good things about Elio.
Oh.
I didn't even know it was on Disney Plus because it flew under the radar so much. Disney did not even tell people that it was like in theaters.
Yeah.
You know, which sucks because it's Pixar. Like, there's no such thing as a bad Pixar movie.
So I watched it.
What'd you
And
think?
I could have done without it.
Really?
It didn't grab me. I thought it would, but I didn't fall in love with like the characters, like especially the alien characters, you know. And usually you do, like, oh, they're
Right.
so cute. It didn't grab me.
Yeah.
But
Well, either way, in the end of this, there's only one clear answer for this because as much as everybody wants to say Zootopia 2, they didn't bring anything new with that. K-pop Demon Hunters needs to win this.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind if K-pop could win it, but Zootopia 2 being the highest grossing animated movie, I think it's got to be that.
You got to remember though, when it comes to a lot of the voting that they do not take into account how much money a movie made. So that's the thing, is that
Yeah.
it could be the most successful movie of the year monetarily, does not mean that they were the best movie. What they're looking at is, you know, film wise, which one was the best film and which one had like kind of like the most innovative things. And again, K-pop Demon Hunters takes that cake.
I do like the K-pop just because I like K-pop Demon Hunters, but also it kind of broke the rules. You know,
Hmm.
it's like
And it,
we're a streaming movie that got so big we have to put it in theaters now, but also our soundtrack goes bonkers and has 4 top 100 songs on it, which hasn't happened since like Saturday Night Fever. You
yeah,
know,
I don't think that I don't think any of these movies holds a candle to K-pop Demon Hunters as far as the reach that it's made, as far as the innovation that they did in the storytelling and the way they did everything. I think K-pop Demon Hunters is the only answer to this one for animated film.
I tell you what, during Halloween, I didn't see one kid dressed up as Elio.
I didn't see anybody dressed up as Arco.
You know how many Saja boys I saw
Oh my
on
god, so
Halloween?
many, so many. Giving
Okay.
out candy in front of the house. The amount of I saw a lot more Saja boys than I saw of Huntrix, but I
Yeah.
did see a couple of girls that came dressed as like as as Huntrix, and it's like that's fucking amazing, man.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Every
Let's.
con we went to this year, there were people dressed up as Huntrix.
Yeah. Exactly. No
Yeah,
Elios.
no,
No Elios dressed
no
up.
Elio.
Okay. Let's get into a couple more. So we talked about featured animated film. Let's get into the best original score. Bulgonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
Sinners better win that.
I think Sinners is going to win it again.
Just because it's a movie that focused on music, and a lot of
Yes.
the music in that was
Yes.
fucking great, man.
I totally agree. It was like the music almost was like another character in the film. I
It
totally
absolutely
agree.
was. It would be again. It would be you're doing a disservice if it doesn't win best original score.
Exactly. And then that latest category, best casting, so the best
Hmm.
cast. So Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners.
So again, I want to go Sinners. My immediate thought on all of this is Sinners, just because every casting in that film was perfect. There's not anyone that didn't seem like they shouldn't have been there. But I do also like, because we skipped over this category, but I did also like One Battle After Another.
Uh-huh.
Uh, the supporting acting in that was really good. Again, Benicio del Toro's character was he was one of those characters that was kind of like you can tell he knows what's going on, but he's acting like he doesn't know what's going on. And I always love those kind of characters that are like, uh-huh, yeah, whatever you say. Uh-huh. So you're a revolutionary, right? And it's like, oh God, wait, what? He knows what's going on. And then Sean Penn's character was a sleeper in that movie, man. Like everything he did made me hate him so much more. And that's always good for the villain, for the antagonist, right?
Yes.
Anybody who plays an antagonist, you if you push more and more for me to hate you in every other scene, right? He ruins Leonardo DiCaprio's life. He ruins the daughter's life, and then on top of that, or he ruins the girlfriend's life. But then on top of that, you find out that he's like a secret fucking white supremacist racist. Like, oh my god, like this character is so good. Like Sean Penn is so good at playing characters that you just absolutely loathe because they're arrogant assholes.
That's a sign of a good actor,
It
right?
is. Sean Penn is an amazing actor, dude. I've
Yeah.
never seen Sean Penn play something that wasn't good. It's same thing I was saying that I said that about Michael B. Jordan, but it's true. They're so good at choosing their roles, and they play really good characters. I mean, Benicio del Toro is another guy that's just like that. Like
Yeah.
you look at him in Sicario, you look at him his character in Star Wars, and the choices that he made for his character in Star Wars, like so good at the way that they do these characters, and
Yep.
I loved it. And then again, Delroy Lindo, who's the
Oh, he
villain
was
from
so great.
Sinners, dude. I I will listen to his version of Rocky Road to Dublin
Mm-hmm.
on repeat because it's so both haunting and beautiful at the same time. It's the way that he sang that song, and it's like the best version of that song.
Yeah.
I love Delroy Lindo's character in that movie, and I forgot what other movie he was in this year that he's playing an Irishman in that too. But like, yeah, it just kind of like solidified. Like, dude, I love this guy.
Real quick, I will say with 16 nominations, I think
Mhm.
Sinners is going to clean up. I don't think it's going to win it all. I don't think there's going to be. I don't think they're going to shut people out. Like
No, I don't think
I
so.
think Chloe Zhao is going to win something for Hamnet. I don't know if she's going to win Best Director, but I think Hamnet's going to win because it's a little bit more artsy. I think it's going to win something.
Yeah. No,
So
and I think it is. I think Hamnet is going to win a couple of these awards, just because it is something that a lot of people have been talking about. It was one of those movies that every time I would see a review come up or something come up, I'd be like, "The fuck is a Hamnet?"
yeah, I know. It's like Hamnet. What? Hamlet on the internet? We'll see.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, Oscars coming around. Let's see. Oscars is March 15th, 2026.
That is right around the corner.
Yeah. All right. That was it. That was our last news piece.
Absolutely. That's it for this right here. So guys, let's jump into our happenings of the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Geekend update.
I think you're supposed to hit a button.
Gonna be honest, I didn't think the theme was gonna kick in that fast. Oh, hold on.
I
When
don't
you
even
took it
hear
off
it.
this. Oh, no. It just disappeared off the screen.
We're doing a show live.
Exactly. I don't know how that disappeared. Let's do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, I'm going to cut this in post. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Geekend update. That's better. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend in Pasadena, California, it was Pasadena Comic-Con. Whole bunch of fun things that went down over there. Of course, Sat Geeks was representing, and representing Sat Geeks was our good friends, our con correspondents. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show once again, Sandra DeLong from DeLong Fam Cosplay.
But first, that's a great intro.
Mhm.
Can you guys
Welcome,
hear me, though?
welcome. Yes, but you're about to get eaten by a dinosaur behind you.
No, he's trained. He's nice. He loves me. Okay, so yeah, like Philippe was saying, I was there as a Sat Geek. Literally, I was being worked. So I didn't get to really play and hang out as much as the typical con goer. Scott Zellner had me setting up tables, putting together VIP bags, running celebrities, which actually was one of my favorite things I did on Sunday. I know I text Phil about this. I walked Tony Oliver to his table and I told him, "Hey, Phil says hi."
There you go. Good old Tony Oliver.
We'll keep us fresh in Tony Oliver's head. Oh, look at Zach on the stage.
Yes. Oh yeah. So I, after running people, helping out, doing this, that, and the other, making sure everyone had their waters and stuff, I did get to say hi to Bulk and Skull because I never got to meet them before. So I was all fangirling about that. And I had time to make it to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always panel. That's what that photo was from.
Oh, nice.
And it was a nice, cool conversation. It was really a short panel, but it was really good. Like, I took notes so I could write a blog about it for the Sack Geeks website later. You find out a lot of stuff like you didn't think you know, because they ask one person one question and they try to answer, and then someone else jumps in and gives their opinion, and then you find out way more stuff. And it was like really interesting. And I have met almost all those Rangers before. I know I've met Walter last year. I've met Steve Cardenas twice. I've been around Karen Ashley, but I just never had a chance to actually say hello to her. but it was fun. And also, Nerd Mafia was right next to Sat Geeks booth. So the few times I got to like stop at the table and go, "Hey, what's up? Where's my Starbucks?" I was asked to get ordered for me. They apparently needed a judge for the cosplay contest, and another board member, Sam, said, "Oh, well, our member Sandra's a cosplayer. I'm sure she'd do it." And did it? I did. I was a judge in the cosplay contest with Nerd Mafia, and that was like the hardest contest I think I've ever judged in all the times I've judged a contest.
I
That's
mean, you
awesome.
are in Southern California. Southern California is going to have a lot, like, you have a lot of people who really go hard on their costumes down there.
True. And like for the people who are watching, the reel with the Black Ranger, the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, I thought he bought his costume. He made that sucker. The only thing he bought was the helmet, which I thought was very impressive because it looks so clean.
Nice.
It was amazing.
Nice.
Somebody cosplayed as Bluey?
No,
I'm
that was
kidding.
a 3D print.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
just thought it was really cool. I'm like, it's Bluey. Come on now.
Were
Bluey.
you down there with Bruce and Jeff?
No, they didn't come on this trip. I was traveling with Bex from Sat Geeks. So it was a girls' trip.
Yeah. I love it. Nice. You got
Yeah, it
to
was
you
a
got
lot
to
of
con
fun.
it up by yourself and you got pulled into the cosplay tournament or the cosplay contest. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was amazed because I guess out of our group that was there, I'm like the main cosplayer who was there. So they're like, yeah, you can have Sandra.
So how were the cosplays? You said they were bangers?
Yeah, they were. Like, it was so hard to like place people because so many people built their stuff and did such great work on it. And then their performance on top of it was amazing. And it was like, who do you pick?
Mm-hmm.
That's what held
Yeah.
us up because we kept getting asked, "Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?" And it was really like, okay, we had to be very nitpicky about it. They're like, yeah, they built, but like, they kind of tripped a little bit on the stage. But then again, it wasn't their fault because it's not their fault that no one cleared off the
Yeah, there's like
cords. But
wires everywhere.
Yeah.
yeah, there was plenty of announcements saying don't trip on the spaghetti, but still tripping happened on the spaghetti. But it was an awesome contest, and I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
every time I
That's
had
cool.
judged, this has been the hardest one so far.
Yeah.
for
We-
me.
How was the attendance overall?
Filled crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good.
registration was constantly busy with people coming in and getting their stuff, and then they're asking where such and such person is or this or that, and it was just busy. Every time I walked by, was there, they're like, "Oh, Sandra, can you show them where this person is? Can you show them where that is?" And I even like had to walk celebrity guests to the parking garage because
Nice.
they
Yeah.
didn't know the way to the parking garage.
Yeah, it's a little funky. That being said, I do enjoy the Pasadena Convention Center and having cons there. There's something about it where it's like big enough where it feels big and exciting, but it's small enough where like nothing's so spread out and everything feels like you can see everything. I do enjoy the Pasadena Convention Center.
Yeah, that's what I say. Because like it also, because the last time I was there was Paramorphicon a couple years ago.
Right.
It's the same but different, if that makes sense.
Well,
Because it's like the same
both are
kind of layout, but
yeah, both are done by Scott Zillner, so you better keep Scott happy.
Exactly.
that's why I was working so hard because I was like, I know I'm gonna be at Paramorphicon.
Yeah,
and
you set up
I'm
tables,
just-
you throw people through tables, whatever Scott says, we'll make it happen.
Exactly.
Pretty
You gotta make
much.
sure you're putting people through tables. If the audience wants tables, you give them tables. So Sat Geeks, you were there with Sat Geeks. Again, more
Yes.
wrestling references, right? You were there with Sat Geeks. Tell us about that
Rashiki was there.
experience. Oh,
I got to help escort him to his table.
Oh, nice.
he's cool. He just wanted us to he wants us to pay him to come on the show.
talk to
the
Scott,
hustle.
I guess. I don't know.
It's the hustle.
It's the hustle. No, and I don't. I respect it. I mean, once we have a little bit more in our pocket, I don't mind paying. He's not asking for a lot, so it's like I don't mind paying.
Anyway, so Saki.
So we need to do a fundraiser for you guys, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I know, right? No, but so working the booth at that con, right? Like, because you were working the booth before you did the cosplay contest and everything like that. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was for me. That part's so simple because I do the Sack Geeks table all the time. So it was really much like spin the wheel, get a prize. And we also had this feature where if you wanted to get a souvenir photo taken by Night Sweetie.
Night, Bruce. Go to sleep.
Night, Bruce. Go to sleep, buddy.
Go to sleep, Bruce.
It's night time.
Okay, here, real quick. They're recording. Say it again.
Go to sleep, Bruce.
Go to sleep.
Night time. Night, buddy.
Yippee!
Okay, go to sleep.
He's like, I can go to sleep now.
Yeah, because he was like, I want them to tell me good night. So go to sleep. Anyways, back to the booth. So yeah, we had a photographer there. We got a souvenir photo if you wanted to get one. Donations were asked for, and it turned out really good. Some cosplayers didn't pick up their photos, and I ended up bringing home the box of stuff. And now nice. I have photos.
Photos that you're going to give the Sack Geek so they can sell them and support the nonprofit organization. Thanks.
Yes.
Or sit in your house on a wall. That's fine too.
Yeah, because I also met a Mandalorian pool, and
that's
he asked for application to the Council of Blades, and I have to get that to him.
Very nice. Very nice. Real quick, Matt in the chat, Night of O says, I need to go to another Power Morphin Con. The last one I went to was awesome. Hey, Matt, come on. Just have comic book, buy you a plane ticket. We'll get you out here.
Yep.
We know Scott. Sandra knows Scott. We might have to put you through a table that she sets up, but that's fine. We'll make it happen. It's all worth it.
Exactly.
This is what we're going to call it. We're going to call it Power Bombs for Sack Geeks.
There you go.
Right.
Yes.
And I'll just be power bombing people through tables the entire.
It's like the new dunk tank.
Exactly. And then Matt, what we can do is when somebody pays for a power bomb, we can 3D them through the table. It'll be great.
Oh, there. See,
you could be just as Bane.
I like
and that's the thing. That's the thing, Matt. You can hit me across the chest and do Phil. Get the table. So with that being said, before we have you do your plugs, give us a quick plug for Sack Geeks.
Oh, I haven't plugged us in a minute, so that threw me off. So Sack Geeks is a Sacramento-based nonprofit organization promoting geek culture, and we are run purely off donations. So if anyone ever wants to donate, you just go to sackgeeks.com, you hit the donate button and donate, and we appreciate it, and we use it to fund us going to conventions, putting on workshops, the markets that we do for free at Lucid Winery in New Helvetia every other month. And yeah, if you guys check the socials, we do have an event in February at New Helvetia for Valentine's.
And if you donate to Sack Geeks, they are an official nonprofit, so it's a write-off.
Right.
It is.
So 501c.
We will, if you want it, we will write you a receipt and everything, because not everyone does. They're just like, here, just take the money, go have fun with it, or pay your bills.
So with that being said, we just did a whole plug for Sack Geeks. Give us a plug for DeLong Fam Cosplay.
So yeah, I'm a member and one of the founders of DeLong Fam Cosplay, and we are on the road to 200 on YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute.
We have
I got something for this. I got something for this.
We currently have 167, and that is because while I was at Pasadena Comic-Con, I was giving out these little bad boys.
Oh, the ribbons?
Yes. I was giving these out. So when you saw me and I had actual time to talk, I had people subscribe to our YouTube channel and gave him one of these, and I have a lot more. And that is one of the things we'll be doing at VerseCon this coming weekend.
Oh,
That's
look
right.
at you.
Which I will be at. I'm going to be at VerseCon this weekend, and I'm going to be there both
Yes.
days. It's going to be great.
You're
And
gonna be our
that's-
whipping boy.
VerseCon is here in Sacramento, put on by Impound Comics. Shout out to Impound Comics.
Partnered with Sat Geeks, may I add.
Mhm.
And Sat
Right.
Geeks has their own little ribbon too. I have them.
Very nice. Very
That's
nice.
right. That's
Hey,
right.
who's your graphics department? Look at these graphics with the logo
That
and
was
the neon.
made by our lovely co-founder Jeff.
There you go. Beautiful graphics.
Yeah, he
We
made
need-
that and sent it to me. He's like, give this to Phil to put up. I'm like, okay.
There you go. And VerseCon, I think it is it just versecon.com?
No, I believe it's impound.com.
Verse Convention, my bad. That's what
Okay,
I was
yeah, I'm like, he changed the name of it too. And everything.
Yes.
And so I get confused. So that's why I just go on the socials, or I just text Brent because I have his number.
But
Right.
that'll be fun. I think it's going to be a big like Dragon Ball Z theme to it. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so Josh Martin's going to be there. Young Melee is going to be there. Sia Court, Kendall Bird, our good friend Dale Kelly is going to be there. Stephanie Nadolny, who she had to reschedule from last week, but we'll see her this weekend. So
Actually, I don't think they've announced it yet, but I found out on Sunday that she had to cancel because she's still not feeling well.
oh yeah, she was
So
like I
she
said, she
will-
was feeling sick. So when she texted us, she said she wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, so apparently whatever she's got going on is still going on.
Oh
So
man.
she unfortunately canceled and hopefully will be at the next VerseCon after this one. So
Oh, that's
and then
I hope she
Eric
gets
Bruce,
better.
I see your comment. I will let the board know about that. And then I'll ask Phil for the contact information if they say yes. Or if they say Sandra,
Nice.
deal with it, and I'll deal with it.
Well, there you go. So yes, we again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to the show right now, please head over to YouTube and subscribe to DeLong Fam Cosplay. Help them hit their goals, guys. Where can everybody find you on all the other social medias, everything like that?
We're on Facebook and Threads and Instagram, so you can find us there. Follow along, and if you guys don't know, we have started a new show every other Monday. Is how do you do that? As last night on Monday, this past Monday, we had Cindy Rue Cosplays teaching us the basics of sewing and Sewing Machine 101.
Awesome.
So, guys,
I love that.
It's a really good show if you kind of what DeLong Fam Cosplay is, right? Be a maker, not a hater. If you want to be a maker, you want to be somebody who you want to get into cosplay, you don't know where to start, you want to know how to get into things like that. Perfect show for you guys. For all of you people who are cosplay fans or who want to get into cosplay and don't know where to start, perfect show to go check out, guys, on DeLong Fam Cosplay's YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribing to that. Make sure you hit that bell. That way you know when they go live. And on that every other Monday they'll be doing essentially cosplay tutorials and how to get into cosplay.
Yeah, as long with our regular show every Wednesday, or you see something that Jeff is building and making new skills and stuff like that, which we will be on tomorrow at 6:00 with a continuation of another build, but another part.
There we go.
If you've been following along, it's part of his mashup of Ash versus Ash.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go to a con, if you want to go to a show, if you want to go somewhere and you want to represent distance nerding, ladies and gentlemen, we got merch, people.
We got merch, people. And we got videos too. Don't forget, go to streamlabs.com/distance nerding merch or slash merch.
Mhm.
Get there.
Exactly, guys.
Show 'em the video.
Hey, let's do this video.
Yeah, we got all kinds of shirts going on. We got some fun fun graphics, fun logos. We got our I want to say Funko Pop inspired. Our character shirts are up there too. So if you can either find us at a con and we'll have them at the con. So if you want to buy them from us directly, we can do Venmo or whatever. But if you want to buy them online and get it shipped to you, you can go to streamlabs.com/distance nerding/merch.
That's right.
Get them there.
Boom. So with that being said, let's talk schedules. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuesdays, the show you are watching right now, Distance Nerding, from 6:30 to 8:30. We will, we talk all the news, we talk all the fun things that are going on. Thursdays, The Build. Now this week, again, because Stephanie Nadolny, she was, unfortunately, she was sick last week. So we will be rescheduling her show. But Christine Otten, who we met last year, is going to be on the show. Christine Otten is also a anime voice actor. Been on all kinds of different things. We met her at in Pasco, Washington this last year. So she was gracious enough to schedule a day, and she's going to be on the show on Thursday. So she's a director, she's an actor, she's done a lot, guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun stuff. So that, and then of course Fridays, if we have games that are built in, we do the buzzer from 6:30 to 8:30. This last week, I mentioned we started a new D&D campaign, which was a buttload of fun. If you are into D&D, or if you want to check out some D&D, then guys, go and check that out. We will make announcements when that is coming up.
Awesome.
All right. Now, of course, if you want to support Distance Nerding, the best way to do that is to head to distancenerding.com, hit that big blue button at the top of the screen, and what you can do is join the taco party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, join the taco party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Join the taco party. Again, the best way to support Distance Nerding, makes it so that you can we can do more shows. It gets us out to more events. We get better prizes. Make sure that we are giving out all those fun things. Again, I mentioned this earlier, but ladies and gentlemen, we are close to 600 subscribers. Okay, we are a butt hair to 600 subscribers, guys. Once we get to 600 subscribers, we've got Funko Pops we're giving away. We've got Lego we're giving away. All you got to do is help us get there. If you are not subscribed to Distance Nerding right now, subscribe to Distance Nerding. If you are subscribed to Distance Nerding, hey, share us out. Get your friends to subscribe to Distance Nerding. Tell all the people out there, subscribe to Distance Nerding, because we are going to be giving away Funko Pops. We are going to be giving away Lego. We're going to be giving away a whole bunch of prizes. We will have just like we did when we hit 500. We're going to be doing a subscriber only stream. And anybody who's in the chat when we do that stream is eligible to win prizes. We're going to use RNG. Whoever is in the chat, you have a chance to win. But with that being said, like I said, guys, tell all your friends to check out Distance Nerding, subscribe to Distance Nerding, and that automatically gives you a chance to win some Funko Pops and to win some Lego. Who doesn't like free Lego and free Funko Pops just for subscribing, right? Come on, guys. Best way to do it, right? Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's get to 600. James, did you see what's our number right now?
575, I believe.
575. We're 25 away, guys. Come on. And DeLong Fam Cosplay is just that close to hitting 200. Come on. While you're at it, subscribe to Distance Nerding, and then while you're at it, subscribe to DeLong Fam Cosplay. If you're a cosplayer, even more reason to do it. So come on, guys. Let's support local creators in DeLong Fam Cosplay. Let's support your friendly, mostly positive nerd news organization. I'm obviously not positive when I'm talking about rich people, but I mean, there you go.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like, no one knows our dark side. Don't tell them that.
No, I'm positive when it comes to the majority of things. It's more like, when we start talking about like Zaslav and Iger, then I start getting kind of down the negative hole. But anyways, let's not do that. Let's go over here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to follow us on all the social media places, guys, have something you want to discuss, connect with us on all the places. It's at Distance Nerding. Or if you'd like to send us an email, which, guys, send us emails. You can send us an email and we're going to read that on the show. I'm still telling everybody, I want to see hate mail. I want to mock read somebody, talking smack about us.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
I do.
I'm sensitive, so let's not spread the hate too much.
So even more reason, if you are going to send us anything, make sure you specifically talk about how much you hate James. And
Okay. All right.
you have a chance to make him cry on screen. Why would you not want to do that?
Have something you want to discuss? Connect with us everywhere at Distance Nerding, except don't be mean, except to Phil.
The other thing, again, like I mentioned, I made this joke a couple of weeks ago, but the offer is still standing. If somebody walks up to somebody on the street, steals their phone, and subscribes to Distance Nerding, and you catch it on video, right? I will send you a Funko Pop. I just need to see the video of it, right? So if there is a video of you walking up to a random person on the street, hey, let me see your phone, and then to show you clearly subscribing to Distance Nerding on their phone, I will get you I will send you a Funko Pop.
Okay.
Send that video to distancelearning@aol.com. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from us. Jamez, take us home, man.
Thanks, and keep nerding together.
That's it, of course. One more time for posterity here. Bruce, go to sleep.
Bruce, you better be asleep.
Go to bed.
He's not. He's laying in bed, I'm sure.
Hopefully,
As
he's still
long as
watching.
in bed.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
his phone better be charging in my room.
No.
There you go. Matt said he's going to send us a poem. Please do send us a poem so I can read it on the show. We will catch everybody on Thursday with Christina Otten. Until then, again, thanks and keep nerding together. We'll see everybody later.
Be a maker, not a hater.
Oh yeah.
Deuces from Matt.
Deuces.
Distance Nerding.